Never been in a Tesla before?
Never.
Well, not a Tesla, but
I've
a
been in a
Cybertruck.
Tesla, I've just never driven one.
Okay.
Oh my
All right.
goodness.
We're waiting for more people to come along, but...
Tompy, on this side.
No, this side.
Wrong
Wow.
side.
It's
Yeah.
spacious.
Right?
I'm kind of scared. Oh, that's she's on this side? Okay. All right.
Yeah. You don't have to worry too much about it. Just
You stay right here, Pinky.
there's some things that are intuitive once you get used to it, but at first it's kind of hard to tell where.
How do I shift?
That's usually the first one. All right. So what you want to do is put your foot on the brake.
Yep.
And then you're going to choose a direction. Now there's one up here that I never use, and then there's one down here, and you just flip that the direction you want to go. Okay. Now that'll give you cameras everywhere you need to see,
Nice.
and
It's pretty clear. Okay.
obviously there's no gears or anything. So once
That's
you
weird. That I have to get used to that. Okay.
right,
And there, can I? What's this? Is that a rearview mirror?
it's a rearview mirror, but it's not.
Really, yeah. Okay.
It doesn't really work.
So
yeah,
this is what I rely on. Okay.
exactly. That'll always be up there.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So take my foot off the brake and give it a
Exactly. Yep.
little acceleration there. This is the steering wheel is kind of strange for me. I'm not.
This
This
is
is like a what do you call it? Like an arcade game kind of steering wheel.
Right.
All right.
Now at slow speeds, a little bit is a lot.
Okay.
'Cause it's
that's
steer by
why-
wire-
That's why I'm being
wire,
very
yeah.
careful. How do you? Is this a indicator light?
Yep, that's it. It's a turn signal. It's a toggle.
Okay. And then I want to do this for forward.
Okay.
See, I hear this has good turn radius.
Oh, very good. I think it's unlocked to 10% in the back wheel now.
Okay.
I heard a rumor that they're going to unlock the back to 30%. So this will be the tightest turning radius of any Tesla,
It's weird not hearing an engine sound.
right?
Okay. Wow.
Now, right now, you kind of got the forward
Oh,
view.
that's weird. Oh, it's so when you let go of the accelerator, I feel it braking.
Yeah,
All right.
that's the regen. Now, right now, you're looking out the front, but you're going to want to see, let's see, that's actually how that works.
That's okay. That makes sense. Okay, so I got a
All
green
right.
light. Where should
Yeah.
we go?
Anywhere you want to go.
Let's go this way.
I'm here for the ride. How you guys doing back there?
Doing good.
Good.
I get to play with Pinky
The
as
way-
well.
Yep.
Yeah, the way
I-
he's driving this is like I practice driving.
Right.
That's what I did practice. Very nervous.
Now it does
So
0
you
to
get down
60 in
spot
4.1 seconds, so you can go a lot faster. I would be careful about it with all the stuff I have in the back.
Yes.
Yes.
And somebody else said
I'm trying to be careful just because.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm not familiar with how this drives, but so far so good. I think I'm kind of unfamiliar because it has front and back steering, right?
Right.
So
If you're on a highway and you're changing lanes, it'll actually do crab walk. Both wheels will steer the same direction.
wow,
Yeah.
wow.
It's kind of slide you over to the next lane.
You know what I find funny?
What's that?
That there's people like, what if you approach light speed, right? Like you're right next to it and you turn on your headlights. And what happens? It's the exact
I can
same
see
thing
accidentally driving
that
super fast
happens
in this.
when you turn on your headlights
Yes.
before you approach light speed.
All right, completely off the record, I know a guy
Yeah.
very well, actually, that went over 100 in this, and it doesn't feel like you're going 100.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Anyway. No, you can't tell. The speed is completely... And I think it's because of the 35-inch tires, you don't feel anything.
You don't feel it. Yeah.
Right.
You don't feel it. Now this has from what I understand, it doesn't. How like it works off some sort of turning system. Like, yeah, that's weird. When you release the accelerator, it brakes.
Yes.
That
Yep, that's to.
I'm not. That makes me cautious. There, it makes me feel a little nervous because I'm not used. I'm used to actually putting my foot on the brake. Right.
Yep. Now, the regenerative braking will adjust according to the load. So if you're pulling a trailer, and it knows it automatically because you're plugged in,
Right.
it will actually, even if you're going down a steep hill, if you let go of the accelerator, it will come to a complete stop
Oh wow.
with the trailer. And just basically maximize the charging.
Right.
You see down here, right there, a
Yeah.
little bit,
Yeah.
that says forward when you're using electricity and backward when you're like regenerating.
Right.
And like if you're going down a hill and you let go, it'll go the whole way down and like just completely regenerate. So it's a really good system for sure.
It is nice. But I can see, once you get used to driving something like this, relying on just releasing the accelerator to come to a complete stop.
Right. It becomes normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normal enough that getting into another car
Would be difficult.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because then you're like, why isn't it stopping?
Yeah, recently with my rental car in Hawaii, I got like a Nissan Rogue.
Right.
I
yeah.
kept not locking it. I left the key in the car because Tesla, you don't have to worry about that.
Right.
It automatically locks and unlocks, automatically turns on and off. So it's going to a different vehicle is different.
Yeah, so my biggest fear is if you were to switch from this to a normal car, running into the rear end of another car.
Yeah, absolutely. Now this will prevent you from hitting anything automatically.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
Wow, and I like the ability to see all the traffic around you.
Yeah, they did a good job on that part. If you pull over here, it shows like everything all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have that just be your full view. And of course, rear view mirror is all virtual.
Oh, is that virtual?
Yeah, you have no need for, well, not virtual, like it's a camera.
No, I know. It's a
Yeah.
camera, right.
So you don't actually need the token rear view mirror, I guess.
Yeah.
It's because of the standard.
Yep,
That's the only reason they have it.
absolutely. So tell me, Ralph, what do you do for a living?
I'm an auditor for the
Enough.
state police, yeah.
Okay. Do you think that an auditor for the state police could use something like this?
Yeah, sure.
I'm just curious. I know, obviously, I know
I
you.
mean, we do travel a lot.
Yes.
And and we audit, businesses and things like that, so.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't you just a week or two ago go down to Philly?
No. I was actually up in, what was that? I was up in Wilkes-Barre.
That's it.
Okay. The added security is nice. Like, you think, like, if someone actually does shoot at you, it'll stop a bullet. The most average bullets, that is.
I don't think I have to worry about that. I'm not a police officer, so.
We're traveling across the country. I mean, we didn't see any shootings, but we
Yeah.
saw people that were dead. So, like, it does happen.
No, I'm
Yeah.
certain.
Yeah.
Like if I were driving in Chicago, I'm sure the thing you have to worry about are drive-bys that aren't intentional
Right.
towards you, right? They're actually shooting at someone else.
Right. Anyway, I like the security of it. I like just having secure storage in the back. That's a big deal.
No, I mean, that is a big deal. But yeah, I could see law enforcement using something like this. Certainly. Especially as much as they get shot at.
Yeah. It's a dangerous job. Necessary job, but they were very dangerous. What do you think of defunding the police? I'm just curious.
Well, I don't think it's a good idea.
I mean,
now,
that's
I'm biased. I mean, but
Yeah.
But I've been looking at what's been happening around the country, and there's been a lot of violence, and
right.
and so there's got to be a better method, maybe better training, better,
Right.
and most law enforcement agencies, because of what's been going on, have included training to make them understand things like social responsibilities and things like that, and law enforcement is reaching out
Right.
as much as they can. I think often that goes underreported, all the things that law enforcement does in their communities,
Right.
simply because of the media, the news saying, trying to get a sensational story. It's
Absolutely.
not as sensational when police officers do something really nice and help somebody.
Well, the incentives are messed up. Like, as long as press is trying to, make money
Yeah,
for reviews and stuff like that,
sure.
they're not going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you the truth that sells.
Yeah,
Like, this is an opinion, but I think a lot of people agree at this point.
Yeah.
That's the way the world really is running. So, and also history is written by those who win. So
Yeah.
if you put it in the press,
I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose. I mean, I know that's a saying that's been around for a while.
Right.
History, and there's some truth to it.
Right.
But I've got friends who are archaeologists, right? And the truth comes out at times. So.
That's true. Like verifiable truth.
Yeah, verifiable truth.
Yeah.
So something you may have suspected all along, and you think that nothing supports it, then all of a sudden you come up with a dig that says, "Hey, history is slightly different than what you're imagining."
Right.
I want to go on 15 here to see.
Okay. Yeah, your drive wherever you want to go is cool.
Just open up a little bit, not crazy, but just a little bit.
Yeah, it just rolls right along. This is really...
I'm still trying to get used to letting go of the accelerator and the car braking.
Yes.
That's, for me,
That's a big one.
That's something, it's a big adjustment for me. Even more so since I grew up driving a standard transmission.
Right.
So swiping this to go in reverse or forward, that to me is very odd.
Yep. It's all about eliminating mechanical parts that can fail.
Right.
And like if you have no stocks whatsoever, everything's on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And even that's been simplified.
I see. It's not,
Right.
My car, which is a normal car, it has a ton of different things on the steering wheel that you can function. This has fewer buttons
Right.
on the steering wheel, and I prefer the simplicity.
Well, the best part is no part, but also, I mean, that's like the Elon saying, but also like your mind, in some level, I think your mind processes all the things around you, right? This should be your glamour shot.
That's gonna be my glamour. It's my worst side. No, I'm kidding. I think all of my sides are the worst side.
Give me both. We're getting old.
We are. That's okay.
Currently, I have the same problem.
Right? No, you don't.
No,
Yes, haircut.
you're a kid.
You're a kid. You're fine.
You've still got a long ways to go.
No angle I will couldn't this haircut.
That's a buzz cut. I mean,
Yeah.
it's buzz cut season, so that works. Summertime, right?
Yeah, summertime you just get the buzz cut so you don't have to worry about hair.
Exactly. Alrighty, well,
I
anything...
gotta shave, but I'm already getting the stubble back.
I'll turn around up here.
Okay.
This is up at, I forget the name of the place. I know what I'm talking about. I remember in Kenya, right?
Right.
When we were driving on the road, you get people lifts, hitchhikers and stuff.
Right.
Because back then, unlike here, you didn't have a lot of transportation, so people walked everywhere. So you were nice as much as you can be and give people a lift. You're like, hey, where can I take you? I'm going over just to there. Me, I'm just going to there. Right? And just to there was a long, long ways down the road. So how you define just there is a big thing.
Well, I imagine in Kenya there were no short trips, like...
Well, I was out in the Rift Valleys.
Yeah.
We had the upper escarpment road and the lower escarpment road, and there wasn't much around at that time. Now, it's been years since I was there, so it's probably more built up now than when I was there. But when I was there was like nothing around. So
Right.
the nearest town was miles and miles away. So.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. I don't know how a truck like this would do in Kenya. I mean...
Well, I think the biggest problem you have would be the charging stations.
Right.
Right. From what I remember, now, like I said, things might have changed quite a bit. It's been years, but they didn't have we have inspections here, and
Right.
they have to be roadworthy. There, nothing had to be roadworthy, and cars would billow out smoke, and sometimes they would fix things with
If it drove, it worked.
Sometimes, well, yeah. I mean, they just, you know, they just hack things to make things work a little bit better, right?
Right.
So you know, and this takes a lot of like electronic components and things that I don't know how accessible it would be over there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I think it would be hard to repair this yourself.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
you need.
couldn't- like
Right.
they could repair. You know, you get a banana leaf and some other things. You can repair a tire, right?
Exactly.
But when it
yeah.
comes to something that needs like a lot of like computer chips and things like that, I don't know how accessible the types of things you would need for this car would
Right.
be.
You get like a 70s Bronco or something like that.
Oh yeah,
You can
something
do it
like-
all.
You could do it.
Yeah. Every part's available because, you know, huge aftermarket.
Yeah. I mean, when I was there, they used a lot of Land Rovers, and I've seen those things piecemeal together.
Yeah.
You know, but they did it. You know, they did 4-wheel drive out in the bush, so you know, and they were pretty durable vehicles. Now they shook like crazy, but they were very durable vehicles.
Yeah, everything's easy for turning. I agree.
Yeah, nice. And it picks up fast. So I barely touched the accelerator, and here we go,
Right?
matching the speed of the highway. Yeah, the biggest thing is the accelerator, letting go of the accelerator and having a brake.
Right.
I like the space. I like there's not a whole lot of busyness over here.
Right.
It's good. All the visibility. Huge screen.
All right.
Oh, it needs to stop doing that. Okay. Yeah, and I kind of like how it sits up a bit.
Right.
I could get used to this.
What do you think the future is for a truck like this? Like, who's going to use it and for what?
Well, I think this is supposed to be a utility vehicle, right?
Right.
So I think that right now it's a brand new thing, and so people are going to use it for all sorts of off-roading, things like that, and you know. But the idea, it's supposed to be a pickup truck. Pickup trucks generally, you know, for work crews and
Right.
moving, hauling things. And I hear this has really good pull,
Yeah.
so they're going to use it for that. Yeah, I don't know how, you know, it's all going to play out. The market's changed, and you know, there's all sorts of things that are going on.
I think assassins and hit-and-runs.
But you know, I mean, I like the fact that, you know, it does a lot of things that like a normal car does, like the pickup,
Right.
the maneuverability, the turn ratios. I mean, how many times, like, when you turn your car, you're just like, I wish you could turn tighter.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, I've heard like a variety of responses to date, and some people say it's just like a toy. It's not going to be used in a truck.
Well, for now, because it's brand new. But I
Right.
think as it proves over time to be reliable in certain areas, people will use it for that. You know, but right now it's brand new, and so people are, you know, they're going to use it like a toy. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think there's going to be like a culture developed just for Cybertrucks?
What do you mean?
Like for like Jeeps, they give each other ducks. You know,
What does that mean?
like give each other little rubber ducks. If you have a Jeep, like if you
Oh.
if you have a Jeep, you get a duck. It's like
Maybe,
a
maybe
thing that happens.
those things develop organically, so yeah,
Right.
it could be. Yeah, sure.
Right.
Yeah, that, you know, depending, you know, I mean, it could very well develop. You know, people are like, yeah, whoever has a Cybertruck, you know, will do something that, you know, makes us stand out or recognize each other.
Yeah. Well, so far I've seen most of them are modified in some way, like just like a Jeep. Like there's a wrap or something like that, and there really isn't that many parts available to modify compared to Jeeps that have been around for, decades. But like there's a wrap somewhere in this area I'm told is bright yellow.
Oh. Well, and that's the thing, so
Right.
so Tesla's going to have to, keep a finger on the market, right?
Right.
And the marketplace and what people want. And who knows? If they do a good job of that, it could go in a lot of different directions, right?
Right.
I mean, it just depends, what people, people do like awesome new things, right? But they also like practicality and things that are practical. As costs come down over time, as
Right.
the market gets more diluted with EVs, I think you'll see that play out a little bit more.
Right.
But right now, it's a whole, most people, I would think most people, that make a certain amount of money aren't going to be able to afford something like this or a Tesla. Now their prices are coming down because slowly,
Right. Yeah.
It's just like with the car. When the car first came out, we still had blacksmiths and horses and buggies and things like that. And then over time, as Ford was able to create the assembly line and produce more and at a
Right.
cheaper rate, you had the market grow organically.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what's going to have to happen with the EVs. I think when you have a lot of pressure to, like, we have to do this
Right.
right now, I think you're going to get a lot of pushback.
Right.
And since it's a new technology, not everybody understands it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so,
And for good reason. I mean, a lot of the batteries that are being developed and stuff like that are not as safe as others.
right,
There's no standard.
right,
So
right. And you hear the horror stories, right?
exactly.
Yeah, lithium batteries catch fire and
Right.
cars, you lose your car, and things like that. And then where are we mining the lithium? I've read articles that says lithium is a limited resource, and but then I read other articles that said we're finding more and more lithium deposits.
Oh yeah.
so,
Yep.
so you just kind of, like I said, you kind of have to let these things grow organically, and if they're good, they'll go on their they'll grow organically, they'll develop on their own.
Right.
And already, like in Virginia, I saw tons of Teslas,
Mm-hmm.
and it may be just in that area people can afford them, right? You get into more rural countries where it's harder to charge a Tesla or something like that. They may not find it as reliable. So the infrastructure has to grow with the vehicle.
Right. No, I agree. The solution will be found organically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that beep is there's usually some kind of notification, and I don't know if you noticed, but
See?
there's a
Green light and beeps.
yep. That's awesome.
However, I can see people, especially these impatient drivers.
Right.
The light turns green, it tells it turns green, they're just going to lay on the horn. Move it! Move it! What are you waiting for? Get off your phone.
Have you noticed the blind spot assist?
No, I have not.
Okay. There is one. It's hidden in that speaker to your left and right.
Oh, that's nice. What happens?
It's just a little red dot. See, just like
right
now?
there. Okay.
Yeah, it tells you someone's there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have noticed that. I just thought that meant the speaker was on.
Right? And on your right thumb, there's a little lens-looking button. If you hit that, yeah.
Well, I don't know which one
It's
is
like
it.
kind of round. It looks like a lens.
This one?
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
No worries.
Just saw this turning light. Okay. All right, so what does that do? I hit that?
Hit that, and it should pull up your lens view. And this flips. So you
Oh.
can choose your forward, backward, side by side.
Nice.
And that eliminates any need for mirrors entirely. So just like
Okay.
that, like you don't need any mirrors.
Now, old-fashioned people are going to have a problem with that. I mean, I like that, but
Right.
I'm around computers all the time. But people who aren't used to relying on
Oh yeah.
cameras alone looking here, I think I think because they want to see for themselves, right? And they're used to the mirrors. But I guess that's an older generation, maybe a boomer thing. I don't know.
I totally agree. I mean, and also, I mean, these screens are not perfect. Like if they ever fail, you might not have anything at all, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard anything about like Cybertruck screens failing, but I know with the Model 3, I've witnessed it a few times. It'll go completely black while I'm driving.
See, and that would be terrifying, right?
Yeah, you have nothing. Yeah.
You've got nothing at that point.
So. Yep. Anyway.
The another nice thing is that you listen to Spotify.
Spotify's great, and Foundation Edition comes with lifetime connectivity. So it's always a cellular phone you have.
See, that's nice. I like
Yeah.
Spotify. This has pretty good braking.
Yep.
I'm not even putting any pressure on the brake. I have my foot there just in case, but
Right.
now I'm getting used to this, and that's bad. Because I got to go back to my old car. Yeah, so there's no car beside me and no red light. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Check out where we're going here. Let's head down a country road. Kind of country.
Kind of country. Trees around us anyway.
Right. Trees in the city.
Yeah, but we do have deer and wild turkey went across this road at a time.
That's cool. I've seen wild turkey through here.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
There's
kind
also
of.
turkey vultures.
Yeah, and turkey vultures
Yep.
as well. Yeah. Okay, now this is going to be a test for me on the turn radius. Okay, so good so far. Now, in my car, I usually have to go to the end because there's a little bit wider.
Right.
I'm going to try and turn right in here
Okay.
and make sure there's no one behind me. Sorry, I'm not used to it braking again
No worries.
when I release the accelerator. Alright, now I want to go back. Alright, that's still pretty good.
It's not too bad.
Not too bad. That's just weird. I'm used to shifting.
Right.
Alright. This is a little nerve-wracking.
Right.
How are you parallel parking this thing?
I found it tricky. With four-wheel steering, it's not the same as another car.
I keep forgetting. You have to be very gentle on the accelerator.
Yeah, a lot of
And,
juice there.
I'll park it. No, I don't want to go reverse. I want to park. I'll just tap. I guess you just tap for park.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, all right.
On this mode, you're in what they call cyberspace,
Okay.
where you can just kind of pull the car
Now, I
around.
heard this has an Easter egg.
It does. I'll show you. Go for it.
At least Tesla has a sense of humor.